In early 19th century England, church services were plain, whitewashed walls, simple communion tables, and vicars in black gowns. The Church of England defined itself by what it was not. It was not Roman Catholic. Rituals, incense, and ornate altars were banished, replaced by sermons and sober faith. But as the Industrial Revolution transformed society, many found the church's austerity cold and distant. People longed for beauty, mystery, and a tangible sense of the divine. This hunger sparked a new movement, ritualism. Supporters argued the Church of England had lost something vital in its break from Rome. They began to reintroduce ancient ceremonies and symbols, seeking to restore reverence and awe to worship. This was more than decoration. It was a statement about the Church's true identity. Ritualism was part of a wider romantic fascination with the medieval past and the supernatural. It aimed to turn churches from lecture halls back into sacred spaces, in contrast to what the Reformers taught. The movement's rise set the stage for a dramatic conflict within the English Church. The old order and the reforms made by the Reformation was about to be challenged. Ritualism would soon force the Church of England to confront its own soul. The battle lines were drawn. At Oxford, a group of passionate clergymen launched the Oxford movement, questioning the Protestant direction of the Church. Dr. Edward Bouverie Pusey brought academic weight, arguing the Church must reclaim its Catholic heritage. John Henry Newman, the movement's voice, captivated crowds with his sermons and writings. Through the Tracts for the Times, they claimed the Church's authority came from apostolic succession, not the state. They revived Catholic understandings of sacraments, treating communion as a mystical encounter with Christ. This inspired some, but alarmed many who saw it as a return to Roman Catholicism. The crisis peaked with Newman's Tract 90, suggesting the Church's foundational articles could align with Catholic doctrine. Outrage followed. Newman was accused of smuggling in Roman ideas. The tracts were condemned, and Newman became a pariah, forced to withdraw from public life. The Oxford movement was thrown into turmoil. Yet their ideas had already taken root. The call for a richer, more sacramental faith could not be silenced. The Church of England was forever changed. The struggle for its identity had only just begun. After the uproar over Tract 90, Newman retreated to Littlemore, isolated and in crisis. In 1845, he converted to Roman Catholicism, an act seen as betrayal by many in England. For years, Newman was scorned and distrusted. In 1864, after a public attack by Charles Kingsley, Newman responded with his Apologia pro vita sua. Instead of dry argument, he offered a moving spiritual autobiography, tracing his journey from childhood faith to Catholic conversion. Newman's supposed honesty and clarity won over the public. He was no longer looked upon as a villain, but a man of conscience, though his dishonesty was observed by challenging English Protestant heritage. A wolf in sheep's clothing. The Apologia transformed his reputation and humanized the Oxford movement. It revealed that the longing for ritual and tradition came from spiritual deception, made from foreign influences and academia pursuance. Newman's voice changed the conversation. The English public began to see the movement's true motivations. The battle for the soul of the Church was now personal. Newman's story became a turning point. As Newman wrote his defense, ritualist ideas spread through English parishes. Anglo-Catholic priests introduced crosses, candles, vestments, and incense, transforming worship into a sensory experience. For many, this revived ancient Christian beauty and made faith feel alive, but others saw it as popery in disguise, sparking riots and fierce protests. Parliament passed laws to suppress ritualism, priests were prosecuted and even jailed. Yet persecution only strengthened the movement. Imprisoned priests became martyrs and their congregations rallied. The attempt to silence ritualism backfired, drawing more attention and support. The battle moved from Oxford to every parish aisle. The sights and sounds of new worship could not be erased. Ritualism was now a force in English religious life. To survive, the Anglo-Catholic movement organized itself into societies and networks. The English Church Union defended priests in court and turned legal battles into national campaigns. Anglo-Catholic priests worked in the poorest slums, bringing beauty and hope to the marginalized. They founded mission churches, lived among the poor, and became known for social justice. Religious orders were revived, with monks and nuns dedicating themselves to prayer and service. These communities ran schools, orphanages, and hospitals, spreading their influence across the empire. The movement published its own newspapers and prayer books, holding massive congresses and festivals. A powerful subculture emerged within the Church of England. No longer a fringe group, Anglo-Catholics became a determined force for change. Their organization ensured the movement's survival and growth. By the late 19th century, ritualism was firmly established in the Church of England. Practices once condemned became mainstream, broadening the Church's identity. The Church now embraced evangelicals, liberals, and Anglo-Catholics, a unique Anglican middle way. The movement's social action, especially among the poor, left a lasting legacy. High sacramental theology was linked to radical social justice. The revolutions sparked by Newman and Pusey recentered the Eucharist and revived Catholic spirituality. Newman's Apologia helped the public understand the movement's heart. The struggle over ritualism shaped the soul of the English Church. Its impact is still visible in churches today.